Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Welcome to Minnesota, the home court advantage for the Timberwolves here at the Target Center. Now here's DiVincenzo. McDaniels with the ball. Rebounded by Hart. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
How about that handle? The dribble drive by Anthony Edwards, so tough.
Here's Towns. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Here's DiVincenzo. And he dunks it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Oh, here's Edwards. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. DiVincenzo with it. Bridges covering. Out to Brunson. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. New York moving it around. Clock at 6. Back to Bridges. Over Edwards. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Minnesota in the lead. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now here's Towns. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
Here's Edwards. Second chance shot. Gobert. It's rebounded by New York. Back to Brunson. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Pass to Edwards. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert.
We always know this has been the strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
And here is Hart. Fires for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Edwards inside. Second chance effort. Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo with it. And it's good. The time running down to the shot clock. DiVincenzo's got 6.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got his second basket of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
I'll tell you this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
There's the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks out front. They're up by 2. From Target Center, some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
Pass to Hart. Tipped away. Here's DiVincenzo. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now McBride. He has yet to score. From downtown, Rudy Gobert with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randall.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's hard penetrating. And rebounded by McDaniels. There's Anthony Edwards. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Count it, good.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Back to Payne. Gobert brings the double team. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. 1:25 left in the first half. Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Randall. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. Kept alive, Minnesota. And finished off by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Some nice passing by New York here. Outside for Robinson. For 3, Bridges. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Bridges outside. Will it go? That shot off. And so it's Minnesota enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Knicks trail by 12. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first, but there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
Boy, drawing the defense's attention, Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
It's Hart on the wing. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. And the Knicks miss again. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Pass to Shannon. A 3. It's rebounded by Towns. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Anunoby. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. Here's Reed. Pass to Shannon. Here's Garza. Defended by Hart. And now the Knicks on the break. Back to Bridges. From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by Shannon.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Here's Towns. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Minnesota leading by 17. Down low. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And a fast break now for New York. Reed with the block. Pass to Anunoby. New York moving the ball around. Hart, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Alexander Walker. Drops in the layup for two. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Here's Towns. Minnesota with the rebound. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The dunk by Achua.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Clark for 3. To the paint. Stolen. Inside. Got a piece of it. McBride with the ball. Scoreless thus far. .43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Back to Alexander Walker. Clark with a wide open look. Good on the triple. Clark's got 6.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Bounce pass Achua. Here's Towns. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. He's got 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Shot from 16. The Knicks pull it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Hart. And he banks in the layup. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves enjoying a 12-point.
The Knicks, 28.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Shannon. Alexander Walker on the wing. And here is Clark. to Alexander Walker. There's 3 pointers off the mark.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Minnesota calls timeout. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has she shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he comes up with the deuce.
Generously listed as 6'1", Jalen Brunson knows his way around the inside and painted area. Look out.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly. And you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points. Now DiVincenzo. McDaniels up top. A fadeaway. Outside for Randall. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Anunoby. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Brunson. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Edwards. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Fires the 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Here's Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
Boy, what a nice offensive move by Julius Randall. Lures the defender in to draw the contact. That is pretty.
Both free throws good from Randall.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Towns wide open. And falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 11 rebounds. DiVincenzo with it. Bridges covering. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Pass to Hart. Brunson with a clean look. Anunoby in the corner. Some nice passing by New York here. Hart. Offensive rebound. Brunson outside. Towns down low. Over Randall. Towns with the bucket.
Excellent pursuit by Towns right there. Get to work on the glass.
Here's Edwards. Edwards making a statement.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 1:16 left in the 4th quarter.
Stanton. Make some noise.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Nerves never show through. Brunson as calm and cool as they come down the stretch.
Now Gobert. Left side, Edwards. It's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Anunoby outside. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. New York needs to get off a shot. Minnesota with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome. Saw the opportunity to put this away and
Did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
12 seconds left in the fourth. Nailed from three-point land. Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Bridges. No good there. And so the Timberwolves take the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris.